They sit in the shadows, their presence almost palpable in the dim light. These dolls with their lifelike features seem to watch your every move, their eyes following you around the room. Their painted eyes wide and unblinking, they hold a gaze that feels unnervingly real. It's as if they are silently observing, waiting for the right moment to reveal their secrets. Dolls. They are meant to be comforting, these childhood companions. We hold them close, share our secrets, and find solace in their presence. They are supposed to be symbols of innocence and comfort, but some hold a dark secret. Beneath their innocent exteriors, there lies a sinister presence. These are not just toys, they are vessels of something far more malevolent. Some are vessels of something evil, something beyond our understanding. They carry with them an energy that defies explanation, an aura that chills the very air around them. These are the haunted dolls. Their stories are whispered in hushed tones, passed down through generations. Each tale more terrifying than the last, each encounter more chilling. Their stories send shivers down our spines and make us question the line between reality and nightmare. Are they just toys? Or do they harbor something far more sinister? Or is there something sinister lurking beneath their innocent exteriors? The very thought makes our skin crawl as we wonder what lies behind those glassy eyes. These dolls are not mere playthings. They are infused with a chilling energy that defies explanation, an energy that seems to reach out and touch the very core of our fears. They are infused with a chilling energy that defies explanation. This energy is not just a figment of our imagination, it is something that has been felt by many who have come into contact with these haunted objects. People claim to have witnessed their malevolent acts, from moving objects to whispering threats. These accounts are not isolated, they are numerous and eerily similar. The stories vary, but the fear remains the same. It is a fear that transcends logic and reason, a fear that is deeply rooted in our primal instincts. It's a primal fear, deep within us, that warns us to be wary of these haunted objects. A fear that tells us to keep our distance, to avoid their gaze, and to never, ever let them into our homes. Annabelle. A name that sends shivers down the spine of anyone familiar with her tale. The name alone evokes fear in the hearts of many. Her story is not just a tale of a haunted doll, but a chilling reminder of the unknown forces that can infiltrate our world. Her story began in the 1970s, a time when the paranormal was often dismissed as mere superstition. Yet the events that unfolded were anything but ordinary. A seemingly ordinary Raggedy Ann doll, purchased from an antique shop, became a nightmare for two young women. It moved. At first the movements were subtle, almost imperceptible. At first, just small movements. A shift in position here, a slight turn of the head there. But these small changes were just the beginning. But soon, it became more sinister. Handwritten notes appeared. "Help us!" they pleaded. The messages were desperate, filled with a sense of urgency and fear. The doll attacked a friend, leaving scratches on his body. These were not just random marks, but deliberate, painful scratches that seemed to be a warning. Desperate, they sought help from paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren. The Warrens were renowned for their work in the paranormal field, and they took the case seriously. The Warrens declared Annabelle to be possessed by a demonic entity. This was no ordinary haunting, it was a case of pure evil, a malevolent force that had taken residence within the doll. To this day, she remains locked away in their occult museum. The glass case is not just a display, but a barrier to keep her dark influence contained, a constant reminder of the darkness that can lurk within the seemingly innocent. Annabelle's story is a testament to the fact that sometimes, the most unassuming objects can harbor the most terrifying secrets. Robert the Doll, a name that sends shivers down the spine of those who have encountered him. Dressed in a sailor suit, he looks like an innocent child's toy from a bygone era. He sits in a glass case, protected from the world, or perhaps, the world is protected from him. He seems harmless, almost cute. But don't be fooled. Behind those button eyes lies a dark secret. Robert has a dark side, one that has left a trail of fear and mystery in its wake. He was given to a young boy named Robert Eugene Otto in 1906. The boy, known as Gene, was immediately captivated by the doll. Gene doted on his doll, treating it as his closest companion. He would talk to it constantly, sharing his secrets and dreams. He talked to it constantly, whispering to it as if it were alive, and perhaps in some way, it was. Soon, strange things began to happen. Objects moved on their own. Whispers were heard in empty rooms. The atmosphere in the house grew tense and uneasy. Gene's parents would find him in his room terrified, hiding under the covers. He would cry out, claiming that Robert was responsible for the disturbances. "Robert did it," he would cry, pointing at the doll with a trembling finger. The parents were skeptical but couldn't ignore the fear in their son's eyes. As Gene grew older, the incidents continued. The doll seemed to have a life of its own, always present, always watching. To this day, visitors to the Fort East Martello Museum, where Robert now resides, claim to feel his malevolent gaze following them as they move through the exhibits. Some even ask his permission before taking his photograph, fearing his wrath. They believe that failing to do so could bring misfortune or worse. The legend of Robert the doll continues to grow, a chilling reminder that some toys are not meant to be played with. The stories of haunted dolls are not confined to dusty attics and whispered legends. There are documented accounts of encounters that defy rational explanation. People from all walks of life, from skeptics to believers, have reported chilling experiences. Objects moving on their own, unexplained noises, and even physical attacks. One such account tells of a family who inherited an antique doll. It was beautiful, with porcelain skin and flowing hair, but soon it became clear that something was wrong. The doll's expression seemed to change. It would appear in different rooms, even though no one had touched it. The family reported feeling watched, uneasy in their own home. Section 5. The Psychology of Fear. Why dolls terrify. Why are we so afraid of dolls? Perhaps it is their human-like appearance, their vacant eyes that seem to follow our every move. Or maybe it is the fear of the unknown, the possibility that these inanimate objects could be vessels for something more sinister. Whatever the reason, there is no denying the power that dolls hold over our imaginations. They are a reminder of our own mortality, of the fragility of life. And in the hands of a skilled storyteller, they can become our worst nightmares. Section 6. Haunted dolls and popular culture. The fascination with haunted dolls extends beyond whispered stories and personal encounters. They have become a staple of popular culture, appearing in movies, books, and television shows. From the terrifying Annabelle films to the chilling tales of Mr. James, haunted dolls have captured our imaginations and sent shivers down our spines. These stories often tap into our deepest fears, exploring themes of possession, the supernatural, and the thin veil that separates our world from the next. They remind us that even the most innocent-looking objects can hold dark secrets. Section 7. Beyond Belief. The Enduring Fascination. Why are we so drawn to these stories of haunted dolls? Perhaps it is the thrill of the unknown, the possibility that there are forces at work in the universe that we cannot comprehend. Or maybe it is the comfort of knowing that we are not alone in our fears, that others have experienced the same chills and unsettling encounters. Whatever the reason, the enduring fascination with haunted dolls suggests that there is more to these objects than meets the eye. Section 8. A Lingering Gaze. The Unanswered Questions. The stories of haunted dolls are often met with skepticism. Are they real? Or are they simply the product of overactive imaginations and a desire to believe in the supernatural? The truth, as is often the case with such matters, remains elusive. But the stories persist, the whispers continue, and the dolls themselves, with their unblinking eyes and enigmatic smiles, remain silent witnesses to the mysteries that lie beyond our understanding. Section 9. Conclusion. The haunting continues. Haunted dolls. They are more than just toys. They are vessels of our fears, our hopes, and our beliefs in the supernatural. Whether you believe in their power or dismiss them as mere superstition, there is no denying the hold they have over our collective imagination. So the next time you find yourself face to face with an antique doll, take a moment to look into its eyes. Listen closely. You might just hear the whispers of a story that will send shivers down your spine, for the haunting continues.